Filipino knows to be without integrity. You will not like me when this is over. But Martin, I promise you will respect me. You brought me to my knees, but you should have finished the job because I don't stay down. Throughout my life, I have survived national hate and thrived. I have survived untrue accusations and thrived. I have survived a crippling cocaine addiction that lasted nearly 20 years and thrived. You think I'm a normal man? I am not. I can absorb a tsunami of lies and hate directly to the chest and feel nothing, especially when I know I'm right. Every single time I fell in my life, I got back up. I did it as a fat, broken, godless drug addict. What do you think I can do now that I'm fully sober, in the best shape of my life, with Jesus running through my veins? You picked the wrong person to choose to silence, Martin. Also, I don't think this is going to be as difficult as people think. Because you're not a good person. And everybody hates you. I'll even tell you what I'm going to do. I'll even lay out my strategy. Because you won't be able to do anything about any of them. You ready? Okay, number one. CJ Hero's expose on you that got 1 million views on YouTube before you took it down, and well over 5 million on Facebook. So what happened there is you asked ABS-CBN to hit that episode with multiple copyright strikes so that YouTube would take it down. So you did. You hit us with one copyright strike. YouTube took it down. We appealed it. We won. YouTube put it back up. You hit it with another copyright strike. We appealed it again. We won again. YouTube put it back up. The third time, YouTube finally took down the video as it just broke 1 million views for that specific news cycle. This was so clearly disingenuous and malicious. The reason why is because we're 150 episodes deep in PGMN. We use clips from other mainstream media outlets all the time. We do it within context. We properly source everything. We cite our sources correctly. We make sure that it's always used respectfully and correctly. And in our year and a half that we've been doing this throughout 150 episodes, we have never been called out for copyright restriction. Yet this time, the first time, the time that we go after Martin Romualdez, we suddenly get hit by a copyright restriction. We all know that it's not about the copyright restriction. We know that this happened because Martin Romualdez has a relationship with ABS-CBN. And because you can't get us taken down on Facebook, you now have your little puppy dogs at Billionario send us a cease and desist. I expect that kind of behavior from Billionario because they're, the people that run that company, they're dishonorable. ABS-CBN, really? You're protecting Martin? We were exposing his corruption. We were exposing how he manipulated, not billions, tens of billions from Congress so that he could pocket them and so that his cronies could pocket them. And you end up protecting him? Really? I'm really disappointed. I don't know if that means anything to you, but for what it's worth, a lot of us are disappointed in you guys. We thought you were better. We thought you were better than Billionario. Yeah, but anyway, what we're going to do is that 2-hour expose, we've now condensed it into 50 minutes, 50 minutes, where we've removed all possible copyright violations or copyright claims that any media company can throw against us. It's actually made the episode better because now the episode is just hard hitting, is punch after punch. It now exposes in a rapid pace how you undeniably stole all that money from Congress. It's actually, you actually made the episode better. And we will release that episode, the 50-minute episode, on all of our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, X, etc., right after we release this episode. And you can't do anything about it. And all the influencers and mainstream media outlets are fake journalists that were saying that episode was a waste of time. If it was really a waste of time, why is it that Martin went out of his way to make sure that got taken down? Relentlessly, unrelentingly, he went out of his way to make sure that trolls hit it, mass reported it, trolls in the comment section, reached out to ABS-CBN to hit it with copyright claims, reached out to Billionaire to send a cease and desist. If it really was nothing, why are you guys so paranoid? And why was there such a ridiculous sense of urgency to make sure that less people saw it? That's because your claim is horseshit. That's because no one does better journalistic research than CJ Hero. And that's because if people begin understanding what Martin did in Congress through that expose video that CJ did, it would really damage Martin. It's a kind of virality that would make an impact in the real world. It's a big reason why you went after us. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. Right after this episode, it gets dropped. Number 2. On PGMN moving forward, yes, we will cover all the other things. Politics, geopolitics, health and fitness, wellness, sports, technology, all the stuff that PGMN is known for. But I have made the decision to ascertain that 1/3 to half of all PGMN content moving forward will be about explaining your crimes to the entire country. We are going to turn PGMN into the Bible, into the manual that comprehensively explains in detail what you did to each and every Filipino. All of your crimes, every single one, in every format. Reels, long-form videos, podcasts, carousels, articles, article links, photo carousels, everything. We're going to make sure that everything that has been said about you, from politicians, from PGMN anchors, from normal citizens, from people in the business sector, from people who are your enemies, to people that used to work with you, everything. We're going to explain in detail how you've been corrupt, how you are a criminal, and why you deserve to be punished. And when I say that we're going to explain everything about you, initially, we're first going to focus on the things that we think the ombudsman already knows about you. We're going to make sure that it's translated and communicated properly to the entire country so everybody knows what you did. And then after that, we're going to reveal to the country what no one else apart from PGMN knows about you. We do that stuff really well. And to be specific, what do I mean by this? To be clear. As I said earlier, we have undeniably impacted culture. We have consistently influenced legislation. We have gotten so many corrupt government officials fired or to resign, and we have literally altered election results. Apart from Rodrigo Duterte in 2016 and the pink tsunami in 2022, in my opinion, there has been no political social media entity that has been more quantifiably persuasive than PGMN. And we will use all of that talent, that machinery, that strategy, that grit, that God-given skill, and that pain-fueled fire to show the world every minute of every day exactly the kind of man you are. And we will do it honorably, no lies. And I promise you, Martin, you will feel it. Number 3. We have solved your troll farm. You had initially, right after we got out of prison, by my estimation, about 25,000 accounts. It was large, like a very large troll farm. By my estimation, you had a couple of hundred people operating maybe a couple of hundred accounts. And I'll admit, they really packed a punch. It was quite overwhelming initially. All we had to do was hire 10 people and create a department called Block and Delete, where all they were doing all day was just finding your accounts and blocking and deleting them. It worked very well because it takes a long time for a troll to make an account. You gotta make an email address, make the Facebook page, put the information in there, put the picture, et cetera, et cetera. Where on our end, all we had to do was click one button and that account gets blocked along with every other account that that email could possibly make. So if each of my 10 people block 500 people each per day, which was, quite quick, that would mean we were blocking 5,000 accounts a day. And then in a week, we went through your entire troll farm and it worked. I think that your troll farm operator got very frustrated about this. After we had decimated your troll farm, about a week later, I think your operator created 30,000 more. It could be more. It could be less, could be more. I'm not sure. But by my estimation, there were 30,000 new accounts. I didn't expect you to go that hard, to go that ham. But I guess, I should have expected it because you're desperate, and you've got a lot of money. So what did we do? We created an AI tool that eliminates the troll farms. For the first time in Philippine history, an AI tool was created at about 97 to 99% accuracy that can identify specific trolls based on specific aspects that I will not reveal to you. And what it does is it just eliminates these trolls at breakneck speed. We've solved your shit. So what I'm trying to say is, send your trolls over. Send all of them. Send 100,000 of them. We're happy to go head to head. Strategy number 4 to beat Martin Romualdez. This one I'm quite excited about. As I mentioned earlier, I don't speak Tagalog very well. I know how to speak it, but I don't read it very well. So what we're going to do is we're going to use AI for this specific reasons. So I'm going to read these things about you, okay, and then watch what's going to happen. Former House Speaker Martin Romualdez is facing a sprawling corruption case centered on an alleged 56 billion kickback scheme tied to ghost flood control projects in Leyte, his own home district.
Sinampahan siya ng ombudsman ng plunder, bribery, money laundering at graft bilang mastermind. 5 beses na lumaki ang pondo sa flood control sa kanyang distrito noong siya ay speaker at napunta ang mga kontrata sa SunWest at Hightone.
一名前安保助理在宣誓作证时表示，现金是直接送到他在福布斯公园的家中的。法律后果已经变得非常具体，他的资产已被上诉法院冻结，包括价值16.65亿的地产和25个银行账户。
Y el Sandigan Bayan le ha prohibido salir del país después de que intentara volar a Singapur justo cuando Saldico fue capturado en Europa. Su defensa de que Saldico fue quien tomó las decisiones presupuestarias y no él fue respondida por el ombudsman con una simple frase: vuelve a la facultad de derecho.
À partir de mai 2026, des accusations de détournement de fonds devraient être officiellement déposées devant le Sandigan Bayan de façon imminente, une affaire de blanchiment d'argent étant traitée en premier. Les entités corporatives qui lui sont liées, Mark Ventures, Bright Kindle et Prime Media, sont également sous surveillance. En résumé, il ne peut pas partir. Son argent est gelé et les procureurs ne s'arrêtent pas.
So what does this entail? Well, these AI language models are quite common in social media these days. But in 6 weeks, PGMN